Debbie. Good morning.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us today at SmartOnline for the Invent Your App contest recording. And so why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself? I'll just introduce myself quickly. I'm Anusha Seturaman. I work at SmartOnline, and we recently ran this Invent Your App contest, of which Debbie entered, and she gave us a great idea, which we're going to discuss with her today. So, Debbie, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
I'm Deb Rothe, and I work as the corporate director of the annual fund at Bethesda Lutheran Communities. We are located in 13 different states throughout the United States and partner with Impact globally to make a difference around the world. Our headquarters are in Watertown, Wisconsin, and I really believe in our mission and enjoy working there. I know that I'm excited to share that with you.
Great, thank you. So we'll just go ahead and why don't you tell us a little bit about the organization and what you do, your mission, values, etc.
Right. Our mission is to enhance the lives of people with intellectual and development disabilities through services that share the good news of Jesus Christ. Mm-hmm. Basically, our vision is to reach out and be the premier organization in providing quality Christian care for any individual that may have any kind of intellectual or developmental disability. We advocate, we produce materials through our Bethesda Institute. Mm-hmm. We raise money through development work, as well as communication work, as well as having 19 thrift shops throughout the United States.
Great. So did you want to go ahead and talk about the idea that you submitted to the Invent Your App contest?
Well, my job is to get more young people engaged in our mission, mm-hmm. knowing what it's about, so advancing the mission and getting them involved in some kind of relationship with us, and eventually, hopefully, supporting us financially in little ways to big ways. When I saw, I was very excited about the technology of an app and had read lots of reports through all kinds of white pages available from companies that had done authentic research on who uses smartphones and apps. Mm-hmm. I read some of your white pages, and it all pointed to, ages 35 to maybe up to 50. Gen X, Gen Y, baby boomers, even people in the workforce, and all of them wanted to make a difference in the world, but they need to do it in quick snippets of time.
Sure.
And they're all busy and running, so the idea of an app was very appealing. Mm-hmm. And then I saw your contest through LinkedIn, where a lot of nonprofits were talking about why aren't there apps for nonprofits, what would it take, and Smart Mobile ran this contest. So I thought, well, I'm going to submit my idea.
Absolutely. So do you want to tell us a little bit about the game in your idea and what the what the mission of that is, what you're trying to do with that?
Thank you. I would think the app could educate. A main component would be to educate, other people in quick amounts of time, short little bits of time, on using people first language, why it's so controversial and important to advocate for people with disabilities, and what's about all the money. How come it costs so much government money? Why would a nonprofit even look for money? So the game is an idea, make it authentic about how much it costs to provide a meaningful life, an enhanced meaningful life for people with disabilities. And the game would be building a group or a neighborhood home where people could live. Mm-hmm. And in that game, you make, all kinds of choices based on the money the government gives you and how many people have donated in that additional money. Maybe with the government money, you can provide an inexpensive kitchen table, take a walk to a park, or maybe not. Maybe you have to build a house in a location where those things aren't accessible. So you make choices. I don't think that the general public realizes how much money it takes to provide just a normal, everyday, meaningful life day like many of us have. Sleeping,
Right.
getting up, eating. So the game could provide some education.
Right.
You know, and the rewards could be coupons, which your
Sure.
company helped me figure out to get people have the ability to buy products that we have many community centers where our people with disabilities are making candles and grilling things. And people could win in this game and get to levels and get discounts to buy things that truly support people with disabilities working and having a meaningful life and bring money into Bethesda so that we can continue to provide those quality kind of enhancements.
So what you're looking for is more, in terms of creating an impact, is to really reach the younger generation and try to educate them more about disabilities?
Yes, and provide them a service. People who are out there in a workforce, walking downtown, at a festival, you know, here's someone with disability. Do I help them with a wheelchair? Do I open the door? What don't I? We produce
Right.
materials about that. There's good things out there. They could just like look on their iPhone and say, oh, I should say, or I should do, or this would be the most
Exactly.
dignified way to handle it.
Sure. So, did you have anything else that you wanted to say in terms of what motivated you, inspired you to come up with this idea?
It really was, you know, I'm charged with the task to get more people to know about Bethesda
Mm-hmm.
and want to become engaged with us. And the way things virally go with an app, which it can connect you to the internet, it can connect you to Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
it can connect you to our web page, it can, through the location devices and cameras, show you a thrift store, show
Sure.
you products, all with a little tiny app.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the possibilities are really limitless if you think about it. So how do you see this becoming a reality? What are you looking to do to make this into a reality?
Well, I think the contest was, entering the contest to me was most amazing because it opened up a conversation to figure out the difference between native apps and web apps,
Sure.
what it might take to produce a quality app.
Mm-hmm.
And you provided me through your brainstorming sessions, which I thought was so nice. It's such a great
Thank
service.
you.
Yes, on additional ideas, you know, helping think through something that was just a brainstorm idea for me to become a reality. So now with materials you've given me, cost estimates, what would need to be done, what it would look like in time, I hope to provide you with some information and then take
Sure.
that PDF of a PowerPoint and present it, I think, to enterprises, to our, which is the thrift stores, to advocacy, which
Mm-hmm.
could be such a part of this app,
Right.
to our Bethesda Institute, which has hundreds and millions of resources available
Uh-huh.
for anybody, many for free, and show them how this could bring us all together in advancing our mission. And especially our development department, of which I work and wants to raise money.
Great. So did you have anything else you wanted to end this with?
I just think that the integrative tool that an app can provide is not only something that we could use right now today,
Mm-hmm.
but is totally the wave of the future for baby boomers that are ready to give and want the snippets of information. But Gen X, Gen Y, people who are now in the workforce, and when I look at the digital natives that are maybe 20 years old, you know, in 5 to 10 years, they're in the workforce and they don't know anything but mobile.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how they'll get their information. So getting in now positions us to be the premier organization, innovative and creative like we
Right.
want to be.
Absolutely.
So
And-
I thank you for your help in thinking all of that through.
Thank you again for submitting your idea to this contest. We're really excited and we wish you all the very best. And we look forward to working with you and in making this into a reality. Thanks again, Deb.
Thank you.